Welcome back to the Untouchaballs podcast. Caden and Evan here, bringing you our weekly pick'em episode. Evan, how are you doing today?
Doing all right, Caden. Looking to do a little better this week than last week. I don't want to talk about last week, but I'm ready to get going.
I'll mention it. It wasn't great for either of us here. In the NFL, I did go 3-3 in our 6 games. Evan 1-5 in those six. His lone win. The Patriots, who not only covered that 8.5, won that game outright because Drake May is the future. And then in college, it was bad. We had 8 games in that college slate. Yours truly was only able to win two of those 8 games. We pushed on the TCU game, so 2-5-1 for myself. Dwyer going 3-4-1 himself on the games, bringing the season totals to Dwyer in college 25, 29, and 2. Myself 27, 27, and 2. NFL Dwyer 18 and 22, and Caden is 20 and 20. So, but both of us need to step it up here, Dwyer, as we're starting getting into full swing football season. I mean, we're a quarter of the way through, so let's step it up, get it going, and we'll start with college. We got a huge conference matchup in the American on Friday night as the number 24 ranked South Florida Bulls are going on the road to take on the undefeated North Texas Mean Green in a possible playoff eliminator for the Group of Five contender, where South Florida is a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah, we're starting off tough right off the bat here, Caden. I'm gonna be taking North Texas in this one. Just pure, I like them at home. They're 5-0. USF, they've been playing. They played Miami earlier in the year. That's their only loss, which obviously that helps. That they had, they've played a better team. They've had more, experience against a better team so far this year. But again, I like North Texas at home, 5-0. I'm gonna ride the hot team at home here.
Yeah, I think both these teams are very good. You look at South Florida, like you said, yeah, they that one bad blowout loss to Miami, but they do still have those 2 ranked wins from early in the season. I mean, Florida is not ranked anymore, but that was still a big win on the road at Florida. This team is very good, but North Texas is also a very good team. Like you said, undefeated 5-0, coming off an overtime win off of Army 2 weeks ago because they had their bye last week. And I think that's what's going to play well for the Mean Green. They get that extra week of rest and preparation coming in for the South Florida game against the South Florida team who did play last week, so they're not coming off there by North Texas is. I think that the rest advantage at being at home is going to help them come in, win this game, cover that 1.5. So I'm with you there, Dwyer. And then going on to our Saturday slate in Saturday morning, a big ranked on ranked matchup as the Alabama Crimson Tide are on the road facing off against the Missouri Tigers, where Alabama is a 3 point favorite.
Caden, another one, very tough. I'm leaning here Missouri though. I feel like I've gotten Alabama picks wrong all year long. I really have. This is another really super tough one for me. Bama's looked so good the past 2 weeks. Screwed us again last week with Vandy. Covering the spread.
I think we have got every. I think we've got every Alabama game wrong this year.
Because we called earlier in the year who they lose to, Florida State, right? We got that
Florida
one wrong.
State. They beat Georgia. They covered against Vandy.
I'm changing my mind. I'm going Bama. I've been picking against Bama. We're going Bama here at 3. God.
Okay, so there won't be a disagreement here because I'm also on Bama. I know this is a tough game on the road for the Crimson Tide, but Ty Simpson has been looking really, really good over the last couple of weeks. Looking like why he was one of the preseason favorites to walk away with the Heisman come season. That he's been looking really good for this team. This defense has been very good as well. Killing DeBoer maybe finally settling in. And this Missouri team, yeah, they're ranked. I don't know really how great they really are. I don't think they're a top-tier team in the SEC or even in college football by that matter. So I do think Alabama's going to come in on the road, cover that 3 points, and, yeah, come in with a good kind of statement victory. Then another big ranked-on-ranked matchup as the number one ranked Ohio State Buckeyes are going on the road to go against the Illinois Fighting Illini as Ohio State is a 14.5 point favorite.
Cages just seems way too low of a spread for Ohio State, man. They've just been stomp rolling everybody. We saw what IU did to the U of I here, was it 2-3 weeks ago? Just completely destroyed them. And Ohio State's a better team than IU. Way better team. This is an easy pick here, Ohio State all the way.
Yeah, Ohio State's a really good team. Illinois did get killed by Indiana. 14 and a half is a lot of points, especially on the road for Ohio State here in Illinois. Illinois is still a very good football team. Luke Allmeyer is a good quarterback. And this Ohio State team, while they are ranked number one in the country, has done nothing too crazy against this like upper tier like opponents to make me think they're going to be able to come in and cover over a 2 touchdown spread at Illinois. If this was at Ohio State, 100%, I'm with you on Ohio State. This is at Illinois. I think 2 touchdowns and a hook. That's too much. That's too many points. Luke Altmaier coming here could do enough to keep this close here at home on Saturday. Cover that 14 and a half. This is a little reminiscent to me of that game last year, that Oregon Illinois game where me and Mex were talking about it, where Illinois was good, ranked, top 20-ish. Oregon was, one of the top teams in the country, obviously, going undefeated. They were like a 20 and a half point favorite. Me and Mex were like, that's just too high of a spread against a good opponent. And I'm saying the same thing again this time. Ohio State, great team. Yes, they are. It's just too high of a spread against a good opponent, especially on the road. Give me Illinois plus the 14 and a half there. And then our next game, a big one. We got the Red River rivalry as the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns are facing off, where Texas is a 1.5 point favorite. But big news out of Sooner camp, John Mateer is pushing to try and come back to play this week, which will be just 17 days after his hand surgery.
Kid, I'm taking Texas here. Unfortunately, Texas just made me so mad last week. I was so disappointed in them.
Same. Oh, yeah.
It was rough to watch, but I believe in bounce backs again. And, I don't know. This Oklahoma team just doesn't really do it for me. And I still, even though they got pretty, Ewers has just been not what anyone wanted him to be right now. Sorry, Manning. Yeah, just give me Texas, man. This is gross. It's gross.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know with this Texas team. It's the same thing every year. They disappoint me every year, no matter the sport, no matter who they're playing, they find a way to disappoint. They lost that game at Florida last week. That was bad. Like you said, that was a hard game to watch. But against Oklahoma, if the backup quarterback plays, for sure I'm on Texas here. With John Mateer playing, it's a little more interesting. But still, that's his throwing hand he had surgery on, and he's trying to come back 2.5 weeks later. I don't know how productive John Mateer will really be, especially in the passing game, if you decide to start him on Saturday. I do think Texas can be able to win this Red River rivalry here in 2025, cover that 1.5 points. Then we got another big ranked matchup as the Indiana Hoosiers are on the road against the Oregon Ducks, where Oregon is a 7.5 point favorite.
What's Oregon ranked?
I got you. I think they're
top 4, correct?
They're number 3, Indiana 7.
Okay, this IU team. I'm a fellow Hoosier. I love IU. I do. But Oregon's going to beat them, man. This offense is too good for IU's defense. I don't think IU's going to be able to keep this one close. As much as I love IU, I just don't think they're in that. They're not in that realm. They're definitely really, really good. I just don't think they're top 4 of the country good, being able to take one of those big dogs out. Not yet, at least.
I got 2 sentences for you.
Okay.
First sentence, touchdown and a hook. Second sentence, Fernando Mendoza.
These aren't sentences. Those are fragments of sentences.
Those are statements. It's a touchdown and a hook, and Indiana has one of the best quarterbacks in college football, Fernando Mendoza at the helm. Yeah, Oregon's good, Dwyer. I agree. Dan Lanning's a great coach. Dante Moore has looked good at quarterback. Penn State might not be as good as we thought, though, because they did just lose to UCLA on the road as 24.5 point favorites. Also goes to show James Franklin, bad coach, Drew Aller. Better not take him in the first round next year.
First overall?
First overall pick, yeah, Drew Aller. But yeah, Fernando Mendoza is one of the best quarterbacks in college football. He's a better quarterback than Dante Moore. This Oregon offense is very good. but I don't think this Oregon defense is going to be able to do enough to slow down this Indiana offense, really pull away and make this a two-score game. This is going to stay a one-score game, and Indiana's going to keep it close cover. And maybe, just maybe, Dwyer, we see an upset on the road. Maybe we see an upset in Eugene on Saturday night. Or I guess Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Maybe. I doubt it.
Also, in this afternoon slate, is the Iowa State Cyclones coming off a bad loss at Cincinnati last week, still ranked number 22 in the country. They will be on the road going against the Colorado Buffaloes, where Iowa State is a 3-point favorite.
I know they had a rough loss last week, but it seems like
Hey, you called it.
I did call it. But Colorado, I did call it, Cade. You are right. Yeah. But Colorado just seems like the perfect team to bounce back against. They really do. Even though Colorado is at home and dogs, Iowa State's a better team, man. Colorado they just lose. They just lose every week. They really do. Sometimes it's close, and then that's literally it. It's either whether they lose bad or really bad. And this is too close for me not to pick Iowa State.
Hey, first off, tell me you weren't at least sweating during the second half.
Not
It was that one-score game before it obviously became the two-score game, but you had to have been sweating a little bit there.
Never a doubt. I believed in my boys.
But yeah, in this game, like you said, it's a perfect bounce-back game for the Cyclones. Colorado's not that good. Caden Salter has been too many turnovers. This Colorado team just isn't that good. We saw it last week against TCU. They kept it close for a while, but we still got a backdoor push on the spread because their defense isn't that good either. I think Rocco Becht is be able to throw for a couple tutties, a couple hundred yards, have a good day. They're going to come in, cover this 3 on the road, probably win by a touchdown, 10 points. Now moving on to our night slate of college football on Saturday. As the Florida Gators, coming off their big win against Texas, are going on the road to take on the number 5 ranked Texas A&M Aggies, as the Aggies are 7.5-point favorites.
Caden, I feel like Florida's been this team. It's just been a roller coaster ride all year with them. Obviously riding high, but with roller coasters, they gotta come down at some point, and they're coming down right here. They're in a little hook, and they're going right back down. Give me Texas, man. A&M. A&M's home too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. College Station, they aren't losing that game, bro. Give me A&M all the way.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do think A&M's going to come in and cover the 7.5. It was big for Florida to be at home last week against Texas, have that environment surrounding them, be able to use that to their advantage and come in and get that victory. But like you said, you have to go to College Station, which is a very, very tough place to play in college football, and you're going against a top 5 ranked team in the Texas A&M Aggies with a very good quarterback in Marcel Reed. They got a very good defensive line, just good defense overall. This A&M team is just a very well-rounded team from top to bottom. DJ Lagway has been turnover prone this year when he's been playing these better defenses. Then last week against Texas, that was nice, but against these better defense throughout the season, we've seen him be throwing some interceptions. I think Texas A&M will be able to turn over Lagway, put him in some advantageous positions to come in and cover this 7.5. Also in this slate, we got the Georgia Bulldogs on the road going against the Auburn Tigers, where Georgia is the 3.5-point favorite.
Caden, Georgia kicked butt last week against Kentucky. After 2 weeks ago getting, beat up pretty bad by Alabama, which they broke our hearts there. I think we both had Georgia in that one, right? So, I'm taking the team, the dogs, man. Give me the dogs in a close one. Give me Georgia.
Yeah, no, I'm with you here once again, Dwyer. I do think Georgia is going to be able to come in here on the road, come in, cover this 3.5, because for one, this Auburn team just isn't that good. Jackson Arnold isn't that good of a quarterback. And Hugh Freeze is a bad coach. He sucks against good teams, and he's just not good. That plain and simple. And Georgia is one of the better teams in college football. They still have Kirby Smart, Gunnar Stockton. They're one of the best teams in college football. Give me them on the road to cover that 3.5 pretty handily. Next game we do have is the Michigan Wolverines on the road against the USC Trojans, where USC is a 2.5-point favorite.
Caden, I'm going to be taking the Wolverines in this one. USC's defense just doesn't excite me at all. I feel like they get exposed a lot, and this Wolverines team, if they have the ball, if they have control, they've shown that they could win games if they hold the ball longer than their opponent. So I'm taking Michigan here.
I don't know what to think of this because this one's interesting because USC they had that loss to Illinois, but other than that, they've been looking very good this year. They did after that loss to Illinois, they did have their bye week, so they are coming off that bye at home. I do think that is going to be beneficial to Stinkin' Lincoln and his team. And then on Michigan, Bryce Underwood, he's looked okay, nothing special. He's not great. Their rushing attack has been pretty nice. Their defense has been fine. Even so, I do think Michigan having to travel to California here, having to go play on that West Coast against USC. I do think USC is going to come in, get that victory, cover that 2.5 at home here on Saturday night. Next matchup is the South Carolina Gamecocks going on the road to take on the number 11 ranked LSU Tigers, where the Tigers are an 8.5 point favorite.
Is Sellers back?
Sellers is back, yes.
I'm taking South Carolina, Caden. They're at home. I think they're gonna.
Nope,
this is your
they're
team?
at LSU.
Oh, they're at LSU? Never mind, we're taking LSU here all the way. I thought they were at home. No, yeah, there's no way I'm taking LSU here. Come on, man. 8.5? Yeah, give me them. Sorry, Sellers isn't good. He's trash.
I don't care. We're in Death Valley. Go Cox, baby. Go Cox.
Oh, my God.
Lenoris Sellers. Shane Beamer. They're going to come in. I don't think they're going to win this game. Like, while I said we might see a sneaky upset with Indiana over Oregon, I don't think South Carolina wins this game. But I don't think they lose by 2 scores. 8.5. That's a full. That means it better be 2 scores for them to cover. And I don't see LSU being able to win this game by 2 scores because Lenore Sellers and company is a very, very good offense. And while LSU is more predicated on their defense than their offense this season, their offense hasn't been as explosive as ones might have thought coming into this season, myself included. Their defense is what they rely on more than their offense. And I think even with that, or South Carolina's offense will be able to do enough. Lenore Sellers score enough points, keep this within that 1 score, cover the 8.5. Next, we got the number 18 ranked BYU Cougars on the road against the Arizona Wildcats, where BYU is a 1.5 point favorite.
Caden, I'm taking the Wildcats here, man. At home, another close one here. I know they're the ranked team here, but Wildcats have been playing some good ball as of recently. And I don't know, BYU, they've had some, I don't want to say cupcake matches, but they've had some easier matches here. And I'm taking the Wildcats.
I'm with you here on the Wildcats. I do think Arizona's going to come and win this game at home. BYU's been interesting because they've been winning really good at home. On the road, they've been struggling a little bit. Like, they still were able to beat that Colorado team a couple weeks ago, but it was very touchy for most of the game. They almost lost to a not great Colorado team. I mean, we've seen that throughout the season. And then Arizona, they've been keeping it close with a lot of their opponents, winning more games, I think, than a lot of people might have thought going into the season. If you do remember, though, I did have Arizona over their 3.5 win total in our preseason episode, so I will take credit for that. And here I do think they come in, win this game at home against the BYU Cougars. And then our last college game of the day is the Arizona State Sun Devils on the road against the Utah Utes, where the Utes are a 6 point favorite.
I'm taking Utah on this one, Caden. I feel like this season they've just grinded out a lot of wins. And frankly, I just don't think LSU can just keep up with ASU can just keep up with that. ASU just, I just feel like they're not very good in the trenches, and I don't know. I just feel like Utah, the Utes are gonna have a pretty dominating win in this one. They're just gonna control the ball.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, playing in Utah is a very tough place to play. I will give them that. Like, that is one of the tougher road environments in college football. This Arizona State team is still very good, though. You still do got Kenny Dillingham. You still do got great offense there, a really good team, like one of the best receivers in college football. And I know you got Devin Dampier over there at Utah, who's looked really good. But I do think this could be, even though, Utah's really one tough game this year. They got blown out by Texas Tech. They got absolutely throttled by Texas Tech. Now it's their second tough matchup. You get it at home here against an Arizona State Sun Devils team. It's happened once. I think it's going to happen again. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I do think Arizona State covers this 6. And even comes in and wins this ball game here on Saturday night. That late 8:15 Mountain Time kickoff.
I like it.
And then moving on now to our NFL slate, where our Thursday night game, as the Philadelphia Eagles are on the road against the New York Giants, where the Eagles are a 7-point favorite.
Caden, man, the Birds aren't going to lose this one against the Giants, man. This Giants team, I mean, Jackson Dart, you know, like he's shown flashes like we did 2 weeks ago and last week. Like, you know you're going to have your growing pains. And this is going to be the tough defense he's going to be faced ever in the Eagles here. And I think they're going to really give him a run for money. I think this is going to be a blowout. Give me the Birds all day here.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this is going to be a close Thursday night football game. I do think the Eagles come and cover the 7, cover it pretty easily. The Giants are not. I mean, the Giants' defense is, well, at least I thought was pretty good until I saw Spencer Rattler kind of carve him a little bit last week, which was kind of insane to see.
Yeah.
Because that made no sense to me. But this Giants team isn't good offensively, really. I mean, Dart, like you said, he's shown flashes, but I still don't think he's that great of a quarterback. You're still without Malik Neighbors. Give me the Eagles, yeah, minus that 7 on the road Thursday. Then on Sunday morning, we got a London game as the Denver Broncos will take on the New York Jets, where the Broncos are a 7.5-point favorite.
Kid, I hate these London games, man.
I do too.
I feel like a lot of people do. I mean, they're nice to wake up to them. I feel like these games are so like who knows? You never know what's gonna happen in these. With that said, though, I feel like we know what's going to happen with the Jets. They suck. They're brutal. I mean, they're just literally everything.
That defense
going wrong.
is atrocious.
Yeah, I love Breece Hall. Did you see that quote he had last week or 2 weeks ago? He's like, other teams will shoot themselves in the foot, and then we'll come back and shoot ourselves in the head. What a quote by him. A player on the team said that. That's insane to me. With that said, give me the Broncos. Big win against the Eagles. Broncos all the way.
Really big win against the Eagles. Bo Nix has been looking great over these last couple of weeks. I think they're starting to wake up, find their stride. John A. Barron made some good plays on Sunday as well. Yeah, the Jets are bad. Their defense is really bad. They're going to give up some points, even though it is a London game. They're going to give up some points. And I don't think they're going to score much, especially against this Broncos defense. Yeah, give me the Broncos. It might be like a 23-6 game because that's London. Because that's London.
Yep. Yeah.
Then the next game we got is the New England Patriots coming off that big win against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night. They'll be on the road against the New Orleans Saints, who picked up their first win of the season last week, where the Patriots are a 3.5-point favorite.
This is a tough one, Caden, man. I mean, you look, like you said, Rattler just like tore up that Giants defense, which I kind of thought was a good defense, honestly. But then you saw the Patriots, and you saw the Patriots just like take down the almighty Bills right there. And I must say, Drake May, what an impressive outing out of the kid, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, like, we're going to be seeing Josh Allen versus Drake May for the next 10 years, twice a year at least. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know what I mean? That's going to be awesome. With that said, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take the Patriots here. I think they're gonna take this one pretty easily here. They're just a good football team, coached by a good coach. So.
Yeah, and like I know the Saints won last week. They're still a really bad team. Like the Saints still suck, just like the Titans still suck, even though they won last week, or the Browns still suck, even though they beat the Packers. Though now Shador's officially the backup. Because they got rid of Flacco. But
go Bengals.
Yeah, the Saints team's really bad. Rattler's not a good quarterback. The only thing he can do is check it down to Alvin Kamara. So that's your one focus. Focus on Alvin Kamara, then you're good. And yeah, this Patriots team, their run D's been great. I think they'll stifle that. You just got to pick up Alvin Kamara, throw Gonzo on like a Chris Olave throughout the game. You should be good to go on the road, cover that 3.5.
You're not going to be seeing a bunch of Rashid Shaheed 90-yard touchdowns. If they stop the Bills' offense, you're not going to be seeing that.
Next game we do got is the Seattle Seahawks on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars, where the Jags are a 1.5 point favorite.
I don't know Jacksonville, Caden. I hate them. I absolutely hate them.
Sunshine
I'm taking
fell
s-
down and still somehow scored.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just sums up the year so far. Honestly, that play sums up the Jacksonville year. Like, how have they been? How are they? Wait,
4-1.
4-1.
They're 4-1 somehow.
4-1.
They're not that good.
They're not that good. They are not good. If you ever watch one of these games, they're the worst team ever. They hate each other. They just don't want to be there. Their defense is good. I'll give them that. Their defense is actually pretty sneaky.
They remind me of, you remember that 11-0 Steelers team during the I think it was the 2020 season?
Yeah,
That was so fraudulent, but they were 11-0.
yeah.
And then lost to
Yeah,
Baker
I
and the
mean-
Browns.
In a bad division, I mean, they haven't even played. I mean, I don't know how you take down the Chiefs like that, man. Chiefs didn't even look bad yesterday. Yeah, but give me Seattle, man. I know Seattle screwed me last week, but their offense is so legit, man. They are really good. So give me Seattle.
Yeah, their offense is legit, and I think their defense is not. It's not a great defense, I don't think, but it's a good defense. And the Jacksonville Jaguars offense is much worse than the Buccaneers offense from last week. So I think Seattle's gonna be able to get some stops up on the board. Darnold and company are gonna be able to put some points up, come in, win this game, cover that 1.5 on the road, just like you said there, Dwyer. And then speaking of the Buccaneers, next we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Tampa, where the Bucs are a 3-point favorite in that game.
This 49ers team, man. I mean, they just won last week. That was such an impressive victory.
McCorkle Jones.
Dude, you know what it was like? It was just like, same thing. Sam Darnold, man. Sam Darnold was a backup there. Mike Shanahan freaking made him into like, okay, he looks pretty good. Let's give him a shot. And then he went on. Kyle Shanahan went on and did his thing, and he became the man over there. I think the same thing's going to happen with Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked like the man the other day. He was hurt. He was freaking going out there, like, limping. He's, like, falling on the ground, like, oh, he's out of the game, just popping back up, making all the passes. The man's the man, dude. And although they are still really, really beat up, I think having that extra break helps them. And although I love the Bucks, I love the Niners, though, too, so I'm taking the Niners. Give me CMC, baby, all the way. He's going to pound the rock.
First off, the man's not the man. Anyone can succeed in Shanahan's offense.
That's true, but he is the man.
Anyone can succeed in Shanahan's offense. And this Bucs team is a better team than this 49ers team, especially with how injury-riddled this 49ers team is. The Bucs at home, you got Baker who's slinging the rock really well. Rashad White looked good last week. Emeka Ibuka, Rookie of the Year. Chris Godwin's going to lead the league in drops. Like, we got all things going for this Buccaneers team.
Dude,
give me them
outside
to
chance.
cover this
Is Baker gonna be is he an MVP candidate? I mean, he's got to be, right?
Hey, let Baker bake.
Dude, he's up. He's got to be top 3 at least. I mean, who else?
Yeah, actually,
outside of Allen, who else? Ain't like it was Lamar.
No,
you know?
it's
like
probably Baker.
nuts.
Let's go bake.
That's right, dude. Laser Mayfield, I love him.
Got to get my 2-4 fantasy team to the championship.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Or 2-3.
Hey,
2-3.
oh,
We're through 5
you're just
weeks.
rapping today.
No,
This
no.
week it was a loss already.
Oh no, we're winning this week. 'Cause we got Laser Mayfield gonna throw for 4 tutties against the Niners.
We'll see.
Now moving on to our primetime games with Sunday Night Football, as the Detroit Lions are on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs, where the Chiefs are a 2.5-point favorite.
The Lions, and they're a favorite
The Chiefs are a 2.5-point favorite.
against the Lions.
The Chiefs are at Arrowhead, yes.
The Lions all day, dude. You just lost to Jacksonville. Like, what are we even talking about? How are they a favorite? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also with you. I'm on the Lions plus 2.5. Win this ball game. Money line.
Did Travis Kelce drink from the fountain of youth? Is he 5 years younger? And is Tyreek Hill back with a robo leg or something?
Full knee, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no way. Lions all the
No,
way.
the Lions are a better team. Yeah, give both of us, I think, plus 2.5 and on the money line.
Yeah. Easy.
And then we got another week of 2 Monday night games and another week of them. For some reason, they did it great the first time. You separated it perfectly by 3 hours. You had the 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. kickoffs. And now, for some reason, the last 2 times you've done double Monday Night Football, 1 hour difference. Why? Who likes that? Who wants that? Especially with playoff
Eastern
baseball
Coast
going on
people.
at the same time.
That's true.
Screw the Eastern Coast people. They chose to live in that stupid time zone.
Dang. Wow.
But for our first Monday night game is the Buffalo Bills at the Atlanta Falcons, where the Bills are a 4.5-point favorite.
Yeah, Caden, they lost last week, and we got that Patriots pick right.
Yes,
We did do that. That was my only pick I got right last week. You know, you're picking a lot like I'm pretty similar to the guy who just had 1 pick right last week, so I want you to know that. But yeah, we're the Bills, man. I know the Falcons coming off a bye week, but that's just another weird team. They'll just get blown out by Carolina, then play a close one against I don't even know who. But the Bills are going to rebound, man. That's what good football teams do.
Yeah, as much as I don't want to keep having the same picks as you, I'm on the Bills. Bills all the way here. The Falcons aren't that great of a team. Michael Penix isn't that good of a quarterback. They got Bijan Robinson, who's awesome. Drake London, who's awesome. Other than that, you got about nothing. Give me the Bills out on the road here to cover that 4.5. And then our final game of the day here, Evan Dwyer, is your Chicago Bears. You're Chicago Bears. You're Caleb Williams. And they will be on the road against the Washington Commanders, as the Commanders are a 4.5-point favorite as well.
Yeah, like if this was a week ago, I would have been like, you know what, watch out for a little bit of the Bears, man. You know,
I would have too.
right. You know,
I would have too.
yeah, and then yeah, they had the bye week, so maybe they learned some stuff, got healed up a little bit. But the Commanders, just the Chargers, man.
Yeah.
JCM breakout is here. 2 tutties, baby. Like the best running back in the league. Go Bill, Bill, baby.
Go Bill.
Yeah. So we love ourselves the Commanders here. They're gonna whoop the Bears. The Bears. This is gonna show Caleb Williams a fraud. And you know what? I hope that doesn't happen. But you know, I just think of last year's game with the whole tipped Hail Mary thing, and there's no way the Bears are gonna win this game. There's just not a shot. I'm calling this the lock of the week. Dwyer's lock of the week. The Bears will now win the Commanders game. Take the money line all day, but take the spread too.
Yeah, the Commanders will win this game. They're going to cover the 4.5 as well. They're the better team. They're at home. They killed the Chargers last week on the road. They dominated that second half. The Chargers went up early in that, and then it just Commanders. And now you play a Bears team. Yeah, you're coming off a bye. They're still not that good. I mean, they're better than last year for sure, but they're still nothing special.
We don't know what the Bears.
No, we don't know.
Like, yeah, but they're not good.
They're not that good, and the Skins are a much better team. So yeah,
Proven.
Commanders minus 4.5 there on that final Monday night game. Let's hope it's a much better week for you and me, Dwyer, both.
One difference in NFL.
Wait, was that it?
It's just that Bucks one.
Just I don't like that.
Yeah, buddy. We like Dwyer's picks this week, baby.
We have 1 of 8 different in the NFL when a guy just went 1-5 last week.
Right on, baby. He's got to get hot eventually.
Gotta
back,
get.
baby. We're going to flip those numbers around this week.
Exactly. That means the hot streak starts now.
That's right.
You're going 7-1.
There's only one way to go, and it's up. There's no getting worse.
And it's you going 7-1 and me going 8-0.
Niners taking control, baby. They win games. Yeah,
Baker
baby.
Mayfield.
I know. That's the one thing I wish I didn't take that one different from you because I love Baker Mayfield. Oh, he's so cool.
Well, yeah, that's all the games we have for this week. Dwyer, do you have anything else before we do depart today?
No, Caden. Everybody, keep watching some ball, huh? Good luck in your fantasy teams.
Yeah, and hey.
Took this guy down this week in fantasy. It was a slaughter. Wasn't even close.
The squad did not show up this week. And hey, Dwyer, one thing you might not know that is beautiful to say. Starting tomorrow as we're recording this, or today as this is being released, it starts about around 50 consecutive days of football, whether it be NFL or college. Because starting this week, we get midweek Conference USA football for the next like 3 weeks before switching over to Maction around the start of November. This is some of the best football.
Ball, baby.
When you get a Tuesday night like Sam Houston Liberty game, you know it's gonna be banger. Or a Western Michigan Toledo. Come on, give me that on a nice Tuesday, Wednesday night, and that's what it's time for, Dwyer. And that just means we're getting into the full swing of things, and it's great to see. If you guys did enjoy today's episode of the Untouchaballs podcast, make sure to leave a like down below. Comment down below as well. What are your guys' picks and all the games we talked about down below? What is your lock of the week as well? Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload of the Untouchaballs podcast. And share this with your friends, family, strangers, neighbors, anything like that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.